call this agenda meeting to order and have everybody stand for the invocation by Commissioner Linda Thompson and then the Pledge of Allegiance.
Dear Lord, as we stand at the threshold of new beginnings, we come before you with humble hearts, seeking your wisdom and guidance from the challenges that lie ahead. We are entrusted with the great responsibility of rebuilding our City Hall, the heart of our community's service and leadership. May our efforts create a City Hall that stands as a beacon of hope, service, and resilience for generations to come. We also lift up the completion of the new Bayview Park. May this park become a sanctuary for all, children, family, and neighbors. Grant us clarity in our decisions, compassion in our leadership, and perseverance in our mission. May we always remember that our work is not only for today, but for the bright and promising future of our city. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Carly, if you can call the roll, please.
Tyner.
Here.
McAleese.
Here.
Thompson.
Here.
Reed. Penny.
Here. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Look at all them smiling faces out there today. Everybody's so glad to be here. I want to think we're going to conduct an agenda meeting today for the November 10th regular commission meeting. Please note that next week meeting is on a Monday. So because Tuesday, November 11th is Veterans Day. Immediately following our agenda meeting, we will have an administrative workshop. Right now, we're going to review the items that will be on the November 10th meeting items agenda. First thing, we have no public hearing, no unfinished business. We'll have the consent agenda, which will be the approval of the minutes for October, which are always on file in the city clerk's office. We're going to have a item number 2 under new business. It will be an ordinance number 2025-07. And this is the ordinance of the City of South Pasadena, Florida, amending Article 3, Chapter 180, Firefighters Pension Fund Assessment, Section 9, Firefighters Retirement System, subsection F1, F3, and subsection I1, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date. Anybody have any questions on that item? Okay. Then we got item 3 under new business, which is resolution number 2025-16. And this is a resolution of the City of South Pasadena, Florida, confirming the appointment of Heather Guadagnoli, I got it? I got it.
All right.
As department head for the finance department and addressing the terms of appointment. Everybody's good for that? Ready for that next week? Knock it out. All right. And we got number 4, the motion to approve a request by Waste Management of Florida for an 8% increase as a pass-through disposal fee increase from Pinellas County and a 2.5% CPI increase effective December 1st. I think we all went over that with Waste Management, so we kind of understand what's happening there. Whereas 8% sounds like a lot, but it's only not much.
No.
Good buck.
Right.
And then our last item would be a motion to authorize the mayor to execute first amendment to the interlocal agreement between Pinellas County and NPDES MS4 co-permittees for water quality monitoring and assessments. And that one is something we've done quite a few times in the past, so I guess we're all good with that. All right. Seeing everyone's good with this, we will accept the, yes.
Hold on.
I thought you were about to adjourn. Sorry, go ahead.
No. So everybody's fine with this happening here? All the items on the agenda we're good with?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to ask our city clerk to address the commission now.
Yes. I need to request to add an item. The Firefighters Pension Board reached out to me this morning and asked to have an item added. The Firefighters Pension Board has 5 members, 2 are appointed by firefighters, 2 are appointed by the city, and the 5th is appointed by both parties. So the previous trustee in that position was Larry Wilson, who has recently resigned from that position on the board, or just his term was up and he said, I'm done. So the pension board has let us know that Bill Potter, who's been a firefighter with the city, recent retiree, would like that position. They have approved it on their end. They're asking that the
Oh, that's
city
great.
place an item to appoint Bill Potter as the 5th member of the firefighters pension board.
Definitely.
That's
Bill
a very
Potter's a
good
great
thing.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if y'all are okay with that, I would like to add an item to next week's agenda for that appointment.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's good.
that was it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, then, we're gonna have one extra item added in, so at this time, I am going to adjourn this meeting, and we will move downstairs for our next one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call the administrative workshop to order and ask Carly to run through the roll call again.
Neidinger,
Here.
McAleese,
Here?
Thompson. Here. Reed, Penny.
Here. All right, well, looks like a single item. We're just gonna go over department head reports today. So let's start off with the Public Works.
Do you come up to the table? Yeah, come.
He abandoned you today.
Have
Have
a
a
seat.
seat,
Yeah,
so we can grill you about
Yes.
everything in Public Works.
right. Does anyone have any questions or concerns over anything that they have read through on this report that we received?
How are the lights? All ready to rock?
Almost done, yes.
Great,
We're putting up the avenue on the week of the 17th.
okay.
They look good, what y'all done so far.
All right.
And Duke Energy's gonna make sure we have everything lights up.
Yes, they are.
They better.
We had holes marked. It looks like they repaired them.
Oh, did they really?
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Because that was a concern we raised last time
Right,
about
there were 30.
relying on them to, if something goes out, we don't want half the lights to be out on the avenue.
Right, there were 30 outlets not working.
Yeah, that's what,
So the ribbons are gone, so.
Yeah. I
great.
guess, yes, you got that big oak out of the Gliding Gardens over there.
Yes, yes.
The big what?
The oak.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Did
It
they
was a
grind
Laura
the stump
oak.
and, everything
Yes,
when they do it?
yes. It was a Laura oak and it reached its maturity and whatnot. so-
Boy, that must have been a mess, huh? But Yahtzee does a good job.
Yes, they do.
Looks like we're still waiting on our money from, Department of Environmental Services for the park grant. That'll be coming. Looks like you're getting a pretty good price out of L-Tech Elevator. That's good. I know they're at least half the price of Otis. It's a good company. Trimming, I guess. I didn't see anything when I read it the first time. I don't see anything going over it again. Unless anyone else has anything else, we'll let him off the hook.
So when I was driving in this morning, one of your trucks had a
Yes.
wooden spool with Christmas lights on it.
Yes.
How many feet are on there?
Oh, I would not.
Million.
That one. Huge. That one is the largest one, so we saved it for last, yes.
Okay.
I'm sure there's.
And you just start at the top and work your way down, or I don't know. That's a
Actually,
lot
it
of
starts
load.
down and work its way up.
Oh, is that the way you do it?
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause the outlet is on the bottom,
Oh, okay.
but I'm sure there's probably 1,000
6,000 feet, I would guess.
It looked very impressive. You
Yeah.
could tell there's an incredible amount of work going on over there.
Right,
Yeah,
and this way they don't get tangled up when we put them on the school.
yeah, okay.
Do you have anything to ask of us today?
Well, let me ask him.
I like that.
You
I want
gotta
him
do it.
here at
Yeah,
every meeting.
and you're not
No more
asking for
Sean.
money like somebody
Sean
else.
wants money every time. So,
The PSDA removing the bus stops,
Yeah.
that's, they're saying they're removing 400 from the
Throughout
current
the
route?
city,
Throughout.
but not
Is
just
that
our city.
Pinellas
What
or?
for?
They're eliminating a lot of their stops.
Stops?
Yeah.
You're
Well,
changing
That's,
some of the
that's real
routes.
nice.
Right, the ones that aren't being used that much, according to them, is what Tom was telling me. And that's to help speed up service or whatever, but I don't know. I know we're
I don't
losing
like
about,
that.
how many, about 5 in our city?
On Oleander.
Guess.
But I'm sure, yeah, on Oleander, there were 3 that were marked that I
Right.
saw.
There's a lot of people that live over there.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Well, when if they get that tower rebuilt, Lutheran Towers, and the people start moving back in there again, it's gonna be
They're working on
It's gonna be a
Lutheran
mess.
Towers. I saw
Yeah.
Power there, and I saw, I think Frontier was there.
Oh, nice.
So they're doing, or T-Mobile, so they're doing something over there. I guess we'll find out with the next meeting. But anyway, okay,
All right, well, thank you very much.
great, thank you.
Thank you.
Good. Excuse me, I guess I didn't mute this morning. There we go. All right, and we are gonna go to community improvement next.
Oh, great.
Figured that was a good segue.
Yes, so Frontier have applied for permits for underground wiring for their,
Wow.
Good. Well, look like we got, have we got this confirmed yet on the, on our rating system, going up to 15%? Or not yet?
so we haven't gotten the official letter. I have been told that that's where we are, but we haven't gotten the official letter, and of course, the government shut down. Who knows when we'll get it?
We were at 10 before,
So-
weren't we?
No, we were at an 8,
Oh, well, that's a good jump.
so.
Great jump.
Wow, that's a great job.
Wait, are you talking
We were-
score or percentage?
Oh, I'm sorry. I
You
was
were
talking
15%.
score, I was
Percentage.
talking.
You were
Oh.
talking
Oh,
score.
okay, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I'm
okay.
sorry. So
Yeah.
yes, we were at 10, we're now gonna be at 15.
Yeah, 15%, right, okay.
I'm sorry.
Right.
We were at a class 8,
I'm
we
like, those are
went to
two
a class
different numbers
7.
we're discussing right now.
Yeah, and going down is good.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And what's the best you think our city could ever do?
Probably a 5.
That would be the best.
When you get to a 4, it includes things like the controlling of dams and of levies and of
Things we don't have.
things that we don't have in the city, so
Okay.
there's no way we can get beyond that. Once we get the vulnerability assessment completed, we should be able to jump like a little, maybe.
So you have the staff now to be able to drive us towards a 5 in the next 3 years, 5 years? Is it, I have no idea how difficult this is.
So there is, sometimes it costs more in time and in things
Okay.
than is worth.
Yes.
So we have to weigh that carefully. So the 6 is definitely a doable, I was hoping to get there this year, we're like 150 points off. So 6, I think we can get to. 5 is, there's a lot of things that come into play that have to be done, and they have to be done annually. So we have to kind of weigh that as to whether that's,
That's a big discount on people's flood insurance, so 50%.
Yeah, every little bit helps, that's for sure. Yeah.
And Oleander is being revamped. They're,
yeah, so I.
maybe they'll fix all the fire things, so you don't have to keep going
That is part
there.
of their plan,
I-
yes.
I
They have
imagine.
been, we had a meeting with them a couple weeks ago, and we had that discussion, and part of it is revamping all of the alarm systems and all that stuff, as well as renovating and they're talking renovating the whole structure as far as all the units and
So the structure's okay on that building though, right?
structure, yes, they've done their milestone inspections, appears to be in good shape, so.
And take 5, I've actually seen the garage doors open and people in there. So I thought maybe there was activity.
A little little bit. So as of yesterday, we received a revision to the plans. So have not looked at them yet. So, but they are, we just got the
Was the
revision.
main problem the narrowness of the driveway going in and out, I guess, using it as the same?
So my understanding is FDOT wanted them to shut down the median so that you can't make a left turn in or out of that facility. So if you're heading west, they don't want you to be able to make the left.
Cut across the,
Correct. So they worked out all those details. I don't know what their resolve was. So I haven't seen it yet, but it is in my inbox.
so they would put like an island out there, is that what they would do?
Yeah, they would put a median, kind of like what they
And
did
take
with
5 minutes
Kelly's.
to pay for that? Is that why?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
okay.
kind of like what they did with Kelly's, where they made it so that you could make the left turn in, but it was a designated and not the suicide lanes.
It's just so close to the light, you know, that's kind of jams up there because of the light. So
Is that-
let them figure it out.
Does that come up for any kind of public review? Because if they put an island out there, then people are not gonna be able to turn into that shopping center with the pizza shop
Possibly.
and horse and jockey and all that, right?
Completely FDOT's decision.
Okay, we have nothing to do with that. All right, interesting.
And True Leave on Pasadena
Well,
Avenue?
that could help Kelly's.
What is that?
Truly, it's another cannabis dispensary.
Oh, great.
On the
Oh,
corner there.
yes.
One on one side and one on the other
Let's
side.
get that
That's
going
right.
in our
Yeah.
city.
So then everybody gets to make a left
But
turn.
they do have nice colorful signs and things.
They
That's what I was,
do.
that's what I was thinking.
And I get very
And people would look
colorful
over
when I
there, and
look
they would
at
see
that.
Kelly, so.
Well, and then maybe after they go in there and use the facilities, they'd wanna go into
You
Kelly's.
never know, that's
Yeah,
right,
I don't
that's
know.
right.
You don't get to pick.
I don't-
She doesn't get to pick.
Doesn't get,
But
I
I'm
have to
very
say, they've
excited
got the
about
smaller
that.
roast beef that you can buy now, and that is good, and it's not as, it's still like $17 for the small roast beef.
but their beer and wine is very inexpensive there, too, so.
So you go through the drive-through
go.
and get your wine, you
There you
drive
go, you
away.
get your cup and,
Oh, my
I
God.
don't know if they sell it in the drive-thru.
That's great. All righty.
And,
And Central Diner is
Love you
now,
guys.
Central Diner,
Just people?
Central Diner is now legal.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Great.
All right, I haven't been in there yet.
Oh, they're good,
Yeah.
I've gone in there.
and the Lutheran residences? So,
So we had received an application for their permit prior
Okay.
to October 1st. They're missing some documentation, so but we did do the roof permit, so they're working towards that, so. That's getting
Good.
a little revamp as well.
Are they gonna have to go in and redo apartments and stuff like that?
Yes. So
Yeah.
because they lost the roof as well, they had
That's right.
like 3 floors down that got flooded, as well as the ground floor, so they had
They are gonna come back,
Yes.
so that's good.
awesome.
Okay.
yes.
and Bay Point Tower, that, are being sold? Oh, I didn't catch that earlier. Okay, new owners. Okay.
Okay.
Is that the, what was it called, the Elons, or?
No,
No.
this
No.
is
It is-
over across from the old fire station.
Oh, that one, okay.
Yeah, the 2
All right.
towers that are over there, so you've got
Okay.
Lutheran Residence and then Bay Point Towers.
Did
Okay.
they get any damage from storms or not?
They did, they got some, not as extensive as Lutheran Residences did,
Yeah,
but they did get some damage, yes. Ground floor, kind of.
and that church that's right there, they just moved out.
I have a meeting with them next week. Set up, they're looking to see what they can do, but I believe the thought is to tear it down and build something different,
Yeah.
so.
Congratulations to Marcus
Yay,
for
Marcus.
passing the
Yeah, that's
certified
awesome.
flight plan
Yes.
exam.
That-
Sure, that's not easy.
No, it is not, but it is very helpful to us, so it will take a lot.
And, of course, the biggest fight I get, I'm sure most of you like it, is Dunkin' Donuts. We know nothing about
I have not heard anything.
this, it's just so bad.
I've heard three people have contacted him, the guy that has Dunkin' Donuts. And there's 3 people looking into it. He told me who they were, but he said not to say anything, but there's 3 people.
Okay.
So, we'll see.
So, and then, I don't know if you all Pledge to Evacuate that Oldsmar is doing.
Yes.
Is that something you would be interested in us pursuing for our website?
Evacuate what?
So Oldsmar developed this program. They worked with Mike from Mike's Weather Page and put together this program, Pledge to Evacuate. So since the entire city is in an A evacuation zone, as you know.
Oldsmar
once it-
is?
No.
Oh,
Since we are.
okay.
Okay.
I thought it would be something that maybe we could do to kind of get people involved and help with their planning and put together a program.
It's definitely, it's a good thing to do. I'm sure that it'll be hard to implement, or is it something?
So a lot of the data's already there. I think it's just a matter of putting it together. I've worked probably with Kelly to get through that. And Marcus would be able to help out with that as well. It would just be kind of like putting together evacuation plans and what you need for your kits and that you're actually going to evacuate during a storm. And, you know,
After the last one, I think it's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Yeah, well, for the next 5 years probably, but
Yeah.
people have short memories.
I've had people say no.
Have you really?
Yeah, that
Well, I
they wouldn't
say-
legally get in.
Yeah, I say it's a good idea. Yeah,
Okay.
why not?
I just kind of
Gonna-
wanted some, a
Who
little bit of
would
my-
manage that from the city perspective?
It would be me in conjunction with the chief, probably as a,
Does he know that yet? He's looking up,
He
like, what just
does.
happened?
I just volunteered him.
You gotta give the chief, you gotta give the chief more to do.
He's still smiling, so.
He kind of does the emergency management side of
Right.
it, so it would be kind of a joint effort.
Okay.
And I'm sure
That's a
Carly
I
good
would
guess you
help
can go
us
to
as
this
well.
website on here and if you
Yeah.
guys wanted to look at it. too.
Yeah, I put that on there as a,
Yeah.
take a look and see if it's, just looking for a little buy-in.
Graham?
It sounded like a great idea, just to kind of get
There's
people.
nothing like reminding people and
outreach.
giving, because there's so many people that
Good
just don't know, no matter what information is put out there, they don't understand what they need to do when it comes to evacuation, what they need to have, or what they could plan ahead for and be ready for. So, yeah, okay. Anyone else, anything? Okay, well, just one last thing, which is good news. Looks like Elevate Florida's is paying for 3 places, but could, again, funding.
Yes, so of course, they have to go through the federal government in order to get their funding for most of the projects, and it has to be approved by FEMA, so it's now, I guess, being held up for that portion. They are talking probably second quarter next year before they'd start applying for permits, so still a little time, and then depending on the shutdown as to what that time adds, if it adds anything to the timing, or if they were close enough in line, it might keep going, but
So are those houses vacant right now?
they are vacant. They have not had any, one is not, but he's kind of living in as it was.
Okay. all
So,
right.
other than that, they are vacant. They have not been demolished yet or or gotten anything done
Are
to
there all
elevate.
3 on the island?
Yes. Yes, they are.
I saw something on the news which explains why it takes so long. They said with the number of homes in the U.S. that need to be elevated, okay, that the U.S. government has said or would be eligible to be elevated, we only have contractors that can handle 30% of those in the next 5 to 10 years. There's just not enough people that know how to do it. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there were, I think they had the funding for like 2,500 and they got 12,000 applications. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
This one hit pretty hard for a lot of the state, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should we release it?
Good job.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna jump into Finance Department.
Okay,
coming
here we
up?
go.
Aren't you both?
Yeah,
Both.
let's get them both up here.
Yeah, you can have it here.
Morning.
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 I don't know if y'all have been introduced to Heather. She's
Just? Yes.
going to be your new finance director here shortly.
Okay.
I didn't know if y'all had copies of the report or if I need to give you paper copies. Everybody got a copy?
I'll put it online,
I'm good.
if I can open it.
Pretty basic. I don't know if I,
Mine worked this time.
Yours one? If you've got a paper copy, I'll take it.
Is it not working?
I don't know what's going on.
I'll take one too. I didn't print it all out.
We need a new computer.
I think we have one back there for you. We're setting them up.
Where's
Shoot,
Alex when
I'll
you
take one
need
that way, I can
For
make
what you
notes on
asked
it,
for.
since you took the time to print them out, thank
You'll
you.
have to see
I
it.
killed
Could be
5
more.
trees.
Poor Alex. Her whole life is wrapped up in me.
Okay, so let's see.
It's pretty basic. Just a note at the top, we did submit the disaster recovery assessment for the FROC program. It was due October 31st. On the 31st, they sent us a notice that, hey, we're giving you an extension to November 30th. So, but we did get in the basic. You do an assessment, and they kind of give you a score based on some of the there's a lot of questions actually that they ask you. And then they give you a period of time to go in and adjust those. So over the next couple months, I think Heather will probably be getting into some of the FROC with the other department heads. A lot of policy-related items that I think we could add that would help increase our score with FROC. The purpose of it is to get money faster in the event of a hurricane. So we signed up for that program last year, so this is our second year. We didn't get to use it last year. We weren't enrolled for Helene, unfortunately, so. But this is for the upcoming hurricane season. So we did get that in. September 30th marked our year end, so obviously we're jumping right into closing out the books again, getting ready for another audit. Auditors will probably be in earlier this year than they have in the past. I'm thinking December. So we're trying to get our revenue accruals and our accounts payables accruals in line. We reconcile our payables. We got some pension accounting for the firefighters' pension we got to do.
I assume we send stuff to them throughout the year. Anyway, no?
No.
No.
The
Okay.
new firm, they have a portal, and they'll give us a list of items that they want,
Okay.
and we'll have to start putting that into the portal for them to look at. And so they give
Is
us.
it helpful for firms like that to get things though, like on a monthly basis though, or anything, or to help,
Sometimes they'll do like interim testing.
yeah,
So they'll ask for like what is your check range? Tell me all the checks, and they'll pick a sample of that or payroll transactions, but usually they don't do it during the year.
okay.
So this is the same audit that we just got reviewed last month,
This is a new year.
but it is a new year, and they're gonna start that soon, within 3 months of the new year?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so, well, we ran a little bit late with that audit. Normally we'd be done by June, but it got a little bit late, so.
You weren't busy last year at all?
No.
It's okay.
So we're getting ready to start that process again, basically, is what it amounts to. Y'all were involved in the budget process. I got all our trim paperwork into the Department of Revenue by October 15th deadline. They sent a letter saying we're good, so that's attached. So we're all set on our trim requirements.
Yeah, they came yesterday.
Quarterly, all of our 941 payroll returns and unemployment returns have been filed. The two big items down there, we did quarterly, we make a firefighter pension contribution. We made that on September 18th. It was $143,000. And we made our revenue bond principal and interest payment that it was due October 1st. We made it September 18th. We want to be on time on that. It was for $730,000.
Is that quarterly or annually?
It's, the principal is annual, October 1, but we pay interest twice a year, so biannual. So in April, we make an interest payment, and then we made an interest payment here of 170-some odd thousand. It's in the notes down here if you go through. So, but that's been made. And it's reflected when you see the checks that we processed for 3 months. You see September is $1.5 million. That's principally because of that bond payment. And we didn't make the quarterly pension contribution, so That's probably half of that number. I attached the financials. I'll let you all go through that. If you have any questions, you can do that. We're actually looking pretty good. General fund right now is preliminary. We're at 147,000 surplus, and it's good because we had over $1 million in hurricane costs that weren't budgeted, so to be in that good a shape, we're in good shape in the general fund because of that, so. Capital improvements, you're seeing a deficit there of $1,024,000. I tried to give you a highlight of some of the items that are included in the capital improvements. Big thing I noted, flood insurance proceeds that we've gotten so far are $704,447. That's compared to hurricane costs that were more capital in nature, were about $466,439. We finished the Bayview Pavilion. We got $804,000 into that, almost $805,000. Bond principal in the interest. And you'll see up at the top, my revenues included transfers from the general fund of $352,000. That was the interest portion of the bond that I'm trying to, supplement from the general fund, so. But you can just kind of see some of the things we spent money on. Sewer fund, 12 months of activity is in there. I should note that in all these funds, we got interest posted through July, so there's still 2 more months of interest and investment earnings to post. And it's running about $45,000 a month for all funds, so I think you'll see another $90,000 go into the 4 funds for interest. And that includes sewer and reclaimed water. So there'll be 2 months' interest go in there, but we're a surplus on both those funds, as you can see. So down at the bottom, I just gave you our cash position as of September 30th. General fund had $6.6 million. Capital improvements fund had $4.6 million. Sewer is at $2.3 million, and reclaimed water is at $2.1 million. So cash position is, we're sitting pretty good there. So, and that's after the bond payment for this year. So we're good till next October. So that's pretty much it, unless y'all have questions. I did, real quick last night, throw together just a summary. Our hurricane, this is just a hurricane update. It hasn't changed much since we last talked about it.
Thank you.
I'll just give that to y'all to look at. It just kind of shows you general fund. Again, we had the $1.6 million, basically, in hurricane-related costs. A big portion of that is debris removal, was $600 and some odd thousand. So, and then you had your monitoring. We also had some costs for those comfort stations that we had in the parking lot. Was pretty substantial. So that's what you see coming out of the general fund mostly. And then I gave you a number of what's been charged in the financial statements for FEMA overtime, labor. So you see general fund, basically $1,133,000 came out of there for fiscal '25. Capital improvements fund, we just went over, we got $704 in insurance proceeds against $466,000 in capital type expenditure, so we're actually a little plus there. Sewer fund, we got about $59,000 in flood insurance proceeds, and we had some damages to lift stations, about $86,000, so we were negative there. Total is at the bottom, so basically we're net out of pocket about $922,000 for September. So yeah, well, our money's going to come from FEMA.
In the next 5, 6 years,
But it's-
whatever they said.
Yeah, but it's a very slow process.
Yeah.
We got a program manager about 2 months ago, and we said, can we concentrate on the debris and the emergency operations? And she said yes, and they changed, there's kind of a question of where do you put the debris removal? Is it Helene or Milton? And originally, we kind of said construction-type debris. They told us do Helene and then vegetative do Milton. New program manager said no, they changed and now it goes by date, so anything up to the date of Milton prior to that is Helene, and at the date Milton hit, anything after that is going to Milton, which probably isn't real, because I think most of your debris was construction from flooding, which was primarily Helene, but, so they changed that, and last development is we're changing program managers again, so we're gonna get somebody new, so.
Okay.
So, that's kind of where we're at, so.
All right. Okay.
So my question is not directed at you. I don't know if it's Carly or who it is. But I heard you say that the comfort stations were fairly expensive to have. Were they worthwhile for us to have here after the hurricane?
I think so, and those should be part of our reimbursable expense.
Okay.
I think they were. The
Okay.
issue is we have to expend those funds
Yep,
first. I think we got really positive feedback.
we did,
from
okay.
those.
Yeah.
I was curious.
Even washed their clothes.
Yeah.
There were
Yeah.
nobody there was no laundromats anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lot of
And
people.
everything
Yeah,
was
because they're all
flooded
on the
out.
ground, right?
So it was just,
Okay.
it needed to be.
I think the laundry
Showers,
and then the
bathrooms.
tent with
Yeah.
charging stations, we had people coming just to like charge their electronics because they were working at their homes that didn't have power.
Okay,
And so their cell phones or things would die, so they were coming here just to
awesome.
get some air conditioning, charge up,
Yep.
do a little
I had
laundry.
no
and
idea.
go.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really worth
Personally
it.
come to talk to a FEMA representative.
Yeah, yep, and
too.
we brought in FEMA
Yeah.
reps also during that time, so we had FEMA representatives here in the tent that were helping answer questions and
Okay,
connect people with
The
resources.
feedback
so-
was very positive.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I think it was good to do, but it is just an expense from the city up front that
Okay.
hopefully we end up getting back, but yeah.
okay, that's helpful. Thank you.
Yep.
Luckily, the second iteration was covered by the state initially after Melvin.
Yeah, we didn't even have to pay for the second one outright.
Oh, all right. Okay.
That's
That
good.
was the benefit of,
Mm-hmm.
if there is a benefit to back tax.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know that there is, but good point. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
So,
All right, let's go to public safety.
I'm trying to get Tim to do mine too recently.
Morning, everybody. So I apologize for sending it twice, but I wanted to make sure we captured accurately October, which ended that Friday. So I sent those run stats out to you guys yesterday. We did have 2 people leave, 1 resignation to move out of state, 1 retirement. And I believe you guys heard Bill is going to retire, but he wants to come back and serve on the pension board, which I think is a good thing.
That's a great thing.
And then we were able to hire 2. We were able to hire kind of our 3rd person from Polk County Fire Rescue, Alejandro Salamanca. And then also Marcus Fields, who I actually worked with his father at a previous job. So Marcus, his only experience was in the EMS side with Sunstar, but definitely has the right attitude so far. Still catching up on inspections, our return inspections. We're doing pretty good. The storm provides some challenges, right, as people are doing construction, as we're also doing routine fire inspections. But we seem to be getting a good handle on it. I expect by year end we'll have most of that caught back up. The Brystar compliance engine, if you guys remember, which we started in March of this year to kind of help us keep track of testing and maintenance of fire suppression systems. They do it all remotely. It's been great. Most people don't realize it's Brystar sending them the letter since my name's on it. They immediately contact me, send me the updated paperwork that shows they're in compliance, and we've got a good working relationship. I just submit it to Brycer, and then we get everybody caught up. So it's really helped us, kind of like having more feet on the ground, even though we don't actually have any physical feet on the ground. Pasadena Community Church invited us to a, what they call it, Hurricane Thanksgiving Day. Got to see the mayor and his wife there. It was really neat. I didn't realize that that's her tradition, traced back to 1726 on the island of St. Thomas. What they did was they fed us, and then they allowed members of their church who were impacted by either Helene or Milton to get up and kind of tell their story. So, interesting night.
It's really good, a lot of crying,
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We got to get out, talk about the good stuff and the things that were happening. So it's not really, you're not really giving thanks for having a hurricane, just thanks for what everybody did to help out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And I noticed that the city of Gulfport did something for their residents
Yeah,
as
they
well.
did.
They held something to let people come in and just talk and vent and whatever. Thought we'll look into it a little bit more, if it's something we could do. I know we don't have a place downstairs in the area for them to do it, but that'd be some type of a good event to have. Maybe something at the fire station if we have time. Have to get with Kelly, see what we could look at, see how they did it, how it worked out, and if it's something we can run with or not. So,
We're already planning our open house.
could be part of that, maybe.
A quick
I don't know.
thank you, a quick, maybe a word or two. Yeah.
A lot of people that are suffering mentally from all this. They've had a lot of issues and they don't know how to handle themselves.
Mhm.
So they just feel like they need more, they want someone to talk to. So,
They've lost everything. You know, you lose everything, and
yeah, kind of PTSD type situation.
Especially, right, you think about these days, and many people, many we know, they have to make that tough decision. Where's the money go? Do I buy food? Do I buy insurance? They cancel insurance because their, home is paid
Yeah.
for, they assume it's safe, and then something like this happens, and they really have, whatever they get for FEMA, obviously, but besides that, they're on their own. So, yeah, it's tough. We see it day in, day out. That goes right into the call volume, right? We've been down since the storm, obviously, mostly because a lot of structures are vacant. But we are seeing a slight uptick, and I do think that's because we have seen some facilities come back online. We've seen the Springs at 1255, come back, so call volume's obviously up there. And then some, homes are being reoccupied. So I think last quarter, I reported that we were down about 40% in call volume daily average. This time, I think 27% is what I came up with. Just some real rough math, but just to give you an
Elon's
idea.
planning to go. I mean, I know the Springs is back, but are they talking? I mean, I don't know if that's a question for Terry, but are they thinking about coming back soon, or?
I can probably answer on Terry's behalf since we work closely on those kind of things together. They're a little late. They applied for the permit, but it looks like it's going to expire before they kind of get going what they need to go. So I believe they've asked for an extension. It did expire, okay.
So do they have to generate a new permit? Go through that again? Because people have asked me about that. It's the reason
Sure.
Yes, and it was in my report. Their permit expired at the middle of the month, I think the 14th or 15th, somewhere in there. So they will
they
have
got
to.
it a long time ago. The original permit.
Yes.
Okay.
They had originally applied, I believe it was December.
Oh, wow.
So it had expired. We sent them numerous emails, included the contractor, the owner representatives, as well as, anybody that was on our list of people. And they did not approve that for the contractor to pay for it. So we don't know where they are at this point, but they have to reapply for their permit at this point. So, and it will not be covered under the free permit anymore.
Right.
So it was the free building permit, the waived building permit fee. So,
We had to go through there to do a roof inspection on the Springs portion. So was able to talk to, they've kept the 2 maintenance person full-time at Barclay. Anyway, they changed names again.
At the other
but
building?
Yes.
I think it's the
Barclay.
Barclay now. It was
It's called
Elon's.
the Fountain.
But they said they're having some trouble with getting some of the contractors needed, so they were a little concerned about that. And obviously, getting the news from Terry, it's obviously worse than we thought, so. Yeah, so once they start, right, you're probably looking at a 12 to 18-month project, even, once they start. And my understanding is in that building, they haven't really started yet. It's, they're
And
just
that was, every floor was affected with that one, because then when they roof leaked,
top and
it
bottom.
came all the way down.
So all the people are out of there.
Yes.
Oh, my
yes.
God.
But they evacuated everyone on their own.
They have
Yes.
a great plan, they always
Yeah.
do, yeah, they're out early, they've exercised it so many times, no one was in harm's way. Unfortunately, they got water bottom up, Helene, they got water top down, Milton, so they got it, ahead of times.
Yeah, and it's funny, right, if we went back prior to storms and we just looked at call volume from that one location, that would most likely be the difference in our decrease, to be honest with you. If you guys remember at one point, for many years in a row, that was the busiest single address in the county for EMS calls, yep, almost 3 a day. So, not that we want to get back there, but, because the whole idea is to prevent things
You're no,
for the moment, yes.
the moment.
And then the response time reliability report, I love that. We're, really doing good on our response times within the district. We'll deal with that. Had an anonymous complaint, which normally, I worry about those, but this is an easy one to just go on and do a site visit and check. So we'll handle that. And then we did our own in-house, Chief worked with Chief Elder from St. Pete Beach and Chief Brennan from Treasure Island to create and host our own promotional process. So remember, we've done that twice. This will be the 3rd time since I've been here. The first one we contracted with St. Pete College. Last time we contracted with Jim Steffens and Associates. It cost us almost $10,000 to run that process last time, so they created it in-house. Besides his time and effort, no additional cost to the department. So that was very, very good to see. And talking to the people who went through it, they felt it was a very good and thorough process. So we'll create a list. It'll be good for 2 years of internal candidates. Should there be a promotion, you simply promote off that list.
Is that for any of those? Not just internally to us? Is that for
So
outside?
you do the combined process, but then each department keeps their list internal. So we would
Okay.
not reach out to another department to fill a vacancy, but economies of scale to run a process, it just makes
Yeah.
more sense. This way we had 12 total people go through it instead of just holding it for our 3 folks. You do it for a big group, and yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
But of course, the written is tailored to each department specifically, and then the in-basket station, the work, prioritization part of it is tailored to your department. Tactical and teaching are geared to county SOPs. So it makes sense to do that. And then I am trying not to be overly eager about the close of hurricane season, but I went ahead and put it in here anyway because I want to get it over with. So checking National Hurricane Center this morning, we have no activity expected for the next 7 days. If we can do that for approximately 26 days, we'll be out of hurricane season, knock on wood. So, but of course, a little bit about Jamaica and what they most likely went through. Of course, we're familiar as of last year what they're going through this year. So, any questions? I know that was a lot.
So what I was trying to think of earlier, Chief, was Mobile Eye. What is Mobile Eye?
Yes. So it's just a fancy name. So Tyler, Mobilize was bought by Tyler, which Terry now uses for her inspections and our plan reviews. They don't quite communicate together yet. We're hoping someday, because it is the same company that bought them both. It allows our inspectors, they used to do recurring inspections on a paper checklist.
Okay.
Now they have an iPad. So not only can you do a checklist, but if you see something that's not on the checklist, you can add it. You can add pictures, so if someone goes, well, I don't understand what you mean by my exit sign's not illuminated, that picture actually comes with the report along with a code section of exactly what they need to do.
That gets loaded right into our website for
It
each
gets
department, or?
loaded into Mobilize, which is our fire inspection mobile, they call it.
Okay.
And then we'll email the property owner with their report or their designated person. Often it's a maintenance person.
Yeah, I saw that and I
It's
hadn't
gotta
heard
be
of it.
easier than that paper system.
I think so. You know, there was some kicking and screaming.
Well-
There always is.
Change, right?
Yes, there
We
always is.
hate change in the way things work, or
Right.
Yeah.
however you say that. Yep. But no, good question, yep. Mobilize, yep. You did say it started with an I, I should have,
No, I was just like grasping. So your new employee is originally from Columbia, so are
one
you?
of them, yes.
One of them. So is your fire station bilingual now? Does he speak Spanish, I assume?
Yes, he
Okay.
does.
I mean, obviously not every shift, but when he's
No,
there.
yeah, he is, and we, prior to him, we, hired one who was born in Brazil, so he
Okay.
speaks Portuguese.
Portuguese, yeah.
I think Chris still speaks Vietnamese, so, yeah, we've got quite a bit.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Should it ever be needed, yeah.
So this mobile, I think, will it eventually, could we make it eventually, so it hooks in with Terry's?
That's up to them, that's up to Tyler, since they purchased it, right? That's one of the first questions I asked.
Oh,
And they said, not yet, but we're working on it, so.
I bet they will.
Yeah,
That would be great.
it would.
Good PR response.
Yeah.
Now, what it does do already is the county just purchased a program for pre-planning called, there's so many names now, forgive me. Anyway, already, we work with Mobilize, and it downloads our inspection data and helps to create the pre-planned backbone to start, so that was easy, yeah. Yeah, what is that thing
That'd be
called?
great.
Flow MSP.
Okay. We were really challenging you to remember things.
The world's
In
changing.
English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. Anybody have anything else for the chief, or, chief, nothing else for us? We're good?
I think so, I think we are, yes. November already, hard to believe, but we're ready for the tree lighting.
Okay. Thank you. And now, we are gonna go with the department.
You want me to jump to my questions first, or do you all want to ask any
Why
questions?
don't you go first?
Okay, well, we'll jump down to the end of mine then. So I don't know if you saw down there, I've been talking to Sean quite a bit about the block party coming back. Just to let you know, the car show vendor that we have used the last several years, which it took us many years to find somebody that really worked well with what the city was looking for and was dependable and whatnot, well, he has retired. So it sort of brought up the subject for Sean and I of what are we gonna do here. Our thought was to potentially try to shift the event a little bit, try something a little different. So rather than doing a car show, do a touch-a-truck event and bring out a bunch of our vehicles, bring in vehicles from partner organizations like the sheriff's office, and even like a garbage truck from Waste Connections, kind of bring in any kind of sort of cool vehicle that we can. That's a pretty popular event for families, is what's called a touch-a-truck. So replacing the car show with a touch-a-truck event, and then swapping out food trucks for more of a concession style tent that the union has agreed to work with us on. They provide, it's either burgers or hot dogs or both, and chips at events that like St. Pete does.
Yeah.
So they have offered to do that with us as well, in addition to being involved in some other ways. But my primary ask for them was food, because I know that they do that in other events. So I and they have the grills, the mobile grills they built, they come, they do, it's nice that they come and do it. So they've said they would be willing to partner with us for that. The food trucks have been, they're fun, but they're not necessarily family friendly. The way that, we're limited in the number that we can bring in because the event is not huge, and so a lot of food truck vendors want a guarantee of I'm gonna make this much money, and if I don't, you're gonna pay me the rest of it. And that's tough for us because we're not a big city.
Well, and
So-
we're not charging them to come.
Right, and we're not charging them to
Right.
participate. So we've had a tough time with that, and then a lot of food trucks over the last several years have shifted toward being almost like fusion, being almost sort of like fancy
Yeah.
restaurants, like
Yeah.
mobile fancy restaurants,
Yeah.
which is fun for adults if you like you know,
Yeah.
Vietnamese fusion food, which I do. That's great, but a lot of people's children don't. You know, so we were having a tough time with people coming and going. There's, you know, your food option is a $25 Korean Vietnamese fusion bowl that my kids are not going to want to eat. And so we just had a really tough time with food trucks being our vendors. So our thought was to try to shift the event a little bit to be more, I guess, family friendly.
Would you think we would still maybe get like an ice cream cart or something?
Yes,
like that?
yeah, and we bring it. You know, we have there's the fudge, the brittle place over in here that has come and participated. It's great.
They like to
We have
She's
a
wonderful.
kettle corn vendor that's fantastic. So not getting rid of like everything we've done
Just the
previously,
food truck.
but some of the things that cater to a more, I'm going to say, mature audience with
Well, the
more
union does a great
disposable
job. I mean,
income,
they-
and that's
Their
just
burgers are good, their
Yeah.
hot dogs are good.
Yeah.
I think it's good
The
for a
union.
change.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
because people will say, "Oh, I've been there," whatever. But I
Yeah.
think it's good for a change.
Yep.
you know?
and to
Yeah.
just try to bring out, you know,
Are we
something
talking the
different.
same time period?
Yeah, still doing it in
Yeah.
the spring. You know, March or early April, still doing it in the
Well, it's
spring.
kind of like the
but-
car show. The car show brings in a lot of car enthusiasts, and there is some family involved in that, but it's not a big family event
It's not.
a lot of times.
No.
So if we could shift it to be more of a family type
Mm-hmm.
thing, it could,
And a lot of the people that would come for the car show, they would come, walk through the car show, and leave. Like that's what they came for. They
I
came,
think
which
a,
is
I think
fine.
a dunk
But
device
it's
mirror
not
booth.
it's not a day of, you know, yes, I want to do a dunk tank. I said,
I like that
I
one.
want to do a dunk tank.
Oh, yeah.
So if you will
Are
volunteer
you
to be
volunteering
You're in
No,
there?
I said dunk
Volunteer to
device
dunk
mirror
tank.
booth.
See, it's how he's
He
not
volunteers for everything. He likes to get cut out of
I
cars and
think
stuff.
Doug the
so-
Fire
And many
Chief
of them
is my favorite.
So, you know, some things like that
Oh,
that's
did I
really
say
a little
that?
bit more engaging
Yeah.
rather than sort of just the car show display that, you know, people, like I said, they'd come and they'd leave.
Yeah.
So something to really get people to come out and participate and be involved.
Oh, I know what would really get them to come, if they could dunk the CID department head.
Oh, that's true.
The permit lady.
That's true.
Get your
We
chance,
could
dunk the permit
advertise,
lady.
we could advertise that in advance.
We get people from other cities. who
That's
come
true.
in.
It'd be a line down the street.
Right.
No, that's a good idea. Let's do something
Okay. So
different.
you guys are okay with
But
that?
let's do it,
Okay.
you know?
Great.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll start looking. We've been researching other events that are going on in the area because we try not to conflict with some bigger events like the St. Pete Grand Prix. We try not to do it that weekend. So hopefully the workshop in December, we can come in with some date options and try to finalize a date at that point, and then really get the plans going. But it would most likely be March, early April. So
So as this is my first one, is this for community involvement? Is this a fundraiser? What exactly is
it's
this?
community involvement. It's
Okay.
not a fundraiser. We use it for outreach. So we also have, you know, Terry's out there with flood information,
Okay.
and the fire department's out there. We'll have like fire safety materials, but then they also have like displays, and they have like a hose display where kids can, you know, shoot the fire. It's fun.
Okay, all
It's
right.
it's
I
just
didn't
Follow
know.
meant to
through
be
with that
fun.
evacuation pledge, we could have a.
We
snap
have
set there.
that set up
Oh, yeah,
out
they
there.
Have
Yeah,
that at the
absolutely.
open house for the
Yeah,
firefighters too.
so-
On the table.
Yeah.
Let them pledge
But-
away.
And we do get donations from our partners, different partners.
Local vendors and stuff will donate.
Local
We
vendors,
take,
our law
yeah,
firm,
we pursue sponsors to help us with the
Waste
costs.
Connections
Yeah.
usually, and
Yeah,
to help to fund it a little
Yeah.
bit.
Awesome.
But it's
yeah.
free for everybody else, other than, now the food, is that, they would pay for that?
That's what they have done, but I told them we would figure out whatever we needed to do to make it work.
Yeah.
Like if the city split, or if we paid for the burgers but they cooked them. You know, I figured we would try to find a way to make it work with them.
Yes.
But they were like, whatever you need, we're in. So they're great.
And I guess no way to do any art show.
I don't think so.
No,
We over the years we've talked about, even pre-storm, we talked about trying to shift some of it outside.
Yeah.
So that it's a little more in conjunction with the block party, and we have gotten really negative feedback from the
Really?
artists about it
Wow, okay.
because they don't want their work outside.
yeah.
Even if we, I mean, if you give
It's
them
amazing, you go to Mainsail and they're
Yeah.
all outside.
3 to 6 months, you would think they could make art that was designed to be outside, if it's an artist, but
We've
okay.
just gotten, I mean, yeah, it's not
Okay,
not been,
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
yeah, it's not been widely accepted to try
Well,
to
and
shift it
again,
outside.
the weather. we've
Yeah, the
had
weather's
At the
unpredictable.
last minute rain,
But-
and that would be a nightmare.
Yep. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
just,
Well, I'm on, I love the idea if there's a way that you can, to get the community more involved, like, you know, dollar, hot dogs or something like that, just to make it super affordable.
Well, I think
for
they do it like
people.
donation, don't they?
well,
Yeah.
so we've done,
Okay.
we've done beer
They put a boot
by
out there.
donation, but I think for the union, when they've done it with St. Pete's events, it's free.
Yeah, they
Like,
usually
you
have
just
a,
come
what they
up
do is they
and-
usually put a couple of their boots.
Yeah,
Okay.
people
they'll
can
accept
give
Oh,
it.
whatever
yeah,
you
yeah,
wanna
well,
get.
that's the way they do it over there.
Oh, yeah.
That's gotta be a fundraiser, that boot's overflowing by the end of the night.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if you all are okay with that, we'd like to
Yeah.
shift gears a little bit for the spring event this year.
Sounds good.
So,
Okay.
next question, city holidays. Typically, every year around this time, I come into you all and we look at the calendar and we go, what do you all feel would be reasonable for city holidays? Because our policy for Christmas gives Christmas Day and for New Year's gives New Year's Day, which creates some difficulty sometimes. Like, for example, this year, Christmas is on a Thursday. So then we have a lot of staff asking for the Friday off, but we're so small, you can't give everybody, we have departments that are 3 and 4 people.
Right.
So then you're having to choose who gets the Friday off and who has to come back the day after Christmas for the Friday. So the commission has historically given us an extra day or so at Christmas and a day or so at New Year's to sort of make that easier for staff. So this year I would typically come in and ask, would you please give us the Friday off?
I think you should have Wednesday at noon closed and then have Friday off too. Y'all do a good job for us.
We've done that before.
That's,
That's pretty
I
typical.
would like to ask that,
Yeah, we did
Sort
that
of-
last year.
How many fixed holidays are there for the city?
13?
Okay, so that's more, so
I'd have
when
to
I
look.
used to work, it was 12. And then when they tried to make it more flexible,
let
they
me
gave
look.
us 11 fixed and then 1 floating, so, but we still had 12.
We just added Juneteenth. That's
Okay,
the one
so
that
that
is
might
sort
be
of up the
13 now.
list a little bit. Yeah, it's either, yeah.
Well, I think that, I think the question though is to kind of make this a policy instead of having to come to us every time.
Yeah.
If that's, if that would be
And
okay,
that's-
with yeah.
I think that would be fine. I mean, you guys are,
They do
it's
it.
accountable, whatever we do. I
Absolutely.
mean, we have given them 2 days, sometimes off because of the way the holiday fell. Just so, because it's hard to get them to come back afterwards. It's hard for people to plan to go somewhere for the holidays, that sort of thing. So,
So,
I guess draw it up and let us look at it and then we go from there.
I was
Is that
gonna
how it
say,
works?
is the question, or is the request that both Thanksgiving and Christmas be 2-day holidays? Is
Well,
that what I'm hearing?
Thanksgiving is already set.
It already is.
So
Yeah.
my question is more Christmas and New Year's.
Christmas and
'Cause
New
right
Year.
now-
Okay.
They come at different days.
Right.
Yes, so it moves,
Yes.
and depending on when it
Yeah.
is, it's kind of awkward.
Okay. Alright.
And so my question would be, would you be okay with us basically deciding how much time we can get at each holiday, and then staff just decides based on the calendar, so that the next time Christmas is on like a Tuesday, I don't need to come in and ask. I just know that we get 2 days at Christmas or 2.5 days at Christmas, whatever it is. And so I just look at the calendar every year and go, okay, based on what day it falls on, these are the 2.5 days. And
Absolutely.
2.5
Like,
days,
just-
I think you should.
Yep, that's fine.
I think
so, because otherwise I'm coming in here every November, early December, asking you what you all think. And it's just, it would be really great if we could plan that, and if that's
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my thought was either 2 or 2.5 days at Christmas,
I
depending
think
on
2.5.
2.5 days
Yeah.
at Christmas.
Yep.
Is that okay?
Yep.
And then 1 to 2 days at New Year's, because I think that there are times, and I don't want to short people anything, but I was trying to look at different situations. So if New Year's, for example, New Year's Day falls on a Monday, if we have 2 days, that actually creates an operational issue, because if we are out Monday, Tuesday, we would technically be scheduled for meetings here that Tuesday.
Oh,
So that can create almost an operational issue there. So in an effort of trying to make sure that we're not creating problems for the city by giving time off, my thought was 1 or 2 days at New Year's, depending on what day it falls
What
on. Like
falls
this year, it falls on a Thursday, so I would ask for I would give the Friday off also. But the next time, if it falls on a Monday, I would not close us on Tuesday. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that it's sort of like it's generous when it needs to be, but
Well, plus
not
you got
when
Saturday
it's
and
not.
Sunday, so really it's a
Right,
three-day
exactly. Because for
weekend,
New
yeah.
Year's, it's sort of like you don't need the second off if it's on the Tuesday. I'm trying to make sure that we continue
Right.
doing what we need to do for the city,
Yep.
while also looking out for employees to make sure that's a
Outstanding.
balance. So
Yeah.
Christmas would be 2.5 days, regardless, and then New Year's would be 1 to 2, depending on the time frame.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Does it have an effect on the contracted employees?
We trust that you will make sure the city is going to
I'm
function.
gonna try.
Does it affect the firefighters? I mean, is this in addition to what's already in their contract?
That's up to you.
Well, I have to ask the question.
Yeah.
There's
What-
a compensation.
And we did give some personal time to try to make up, because they know we usually get a half day and stuff.
Yeah.
So we tried to give them something, but now you might be adding an extra day or so, so
Let me pull the contract.
we may have to address it for the.
Do you have to address it by
Hold on
MOU?
1 second. If you wanted, let me pull it up, because I don't remember if I think they have called out holidays. I don't think they just have an automatic, we get whatever holidays the city gets. So then it would be up to you if you wanted to give it to them, if they don't automatically get it. Does that make sense? And we would do that by MOU. If you want to say, yes, we want them to have the same number of holidays, then we would do it by MOU.
Sounds
Probably
like
fair.
a little input from Jim and Heather about what it's gonna cost us too.
Because if I'm not mistaken, right, Jim, it's a monetary compensation, it's not a time off.
They don't get time off.
Yeah, we don't close.
If your shift falls on a holiday, they get paid.
Double.
So would they get paid on that Friday as a holiday? If it was their regular shift?
If we make it a holiday, they
I'm
would.
looking.
You would have to make it part of the agreement.
I know,
So,
I know,
Love the
it always
idea.
muddies
Just
the
have to
water a
think about
little
all
bit,
the-
but you gotta.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
it's,
don't think they would say no.
no, they're not gonna say no.
No.
I'm just trying to look to see really quick if it's on.
But it's
It
only
would've,
fair.
would've been nice that that be part of the negotiations earlier on,
Well, it's a 3-year contract,
yeah.
so you'd have to look at, like she said,
Okay,
it might be
yeah.
different every year depending on how Christmas falls.
So there's, yeah,
Good point.
they have the holidays specifically called out. It's not an automatic, like if you give it to general, it goes to them. So you would have to just say, we want to give it to them as well, if you wanna do that, and then we would draft an MOU to do with which they're not, again, they're not gonna say, no, you're giving them holiday time. If they're not, they're not
We're
gonna
giving you
say
extra
no.
pay once a year.
So,
or
I mean,
twice a year.
this is part of it, it's up to you all, and I'm not saying that in a way of saying don't do it, but that's sort of what a contracted union position is like, that's the benefit that you get, is you negotiated what you get, and then if things happen elsewhere, it's not automatic to you. So I'm not saying that in a way of don't give it to them, I'm just saying you don't have to, because they are contracted for what they got. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not saying that to discourage you, so firefighters, please don't get upset. I'm just trying to give you your options. You have the choice to extend it, or they can find out and maybe they'll come back in and ask and go, hey, you gave the rest of your employees more time off. Do we want-"
If
I'm
they
just saying,
find
like,
out.
that's,
They
you
find out.
They
can,
probably know now.
I know,
Yes.
hello, fire department.
I say you gotta be fair.
So,
Yeah, I do too.
Again,
I
I'm
think
just
you gotta be
letting you know
fair.
your options,
I
that's all
think
I'm
you have to
doing.
be
Yeah,
fair.
they're
Letting
putting
you
their
know.
life
But
on the
you gotta
line
do
for
I
us.
don't
They're-
disagree.
Yep, so.
I don't disagree,
Yep.
so.
So what's the next move then? An
If
MOU?
you wanna
MOU?
voluntarily extend that, then I would talk to the union about getting an MOU drafted for them. And on our part, I would do a resolution to amend our holiday list, to just say, basically, Christmas Day has 2.5 days floating, and then New Year's Day has 1 to 2 days floating,
Okay,
I guess we have consensus.
Yes.
so.
all right,
Are you okay if I can get that resolution done? Can I add it to next week?
yeah.
Yes,
If I can get it done this week? Okay,
absolutely.
alright, so I'll talk to the union too, and I will do that. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Speaking of holidays, the Mayor's Council Luncheon is on December the 12th. if you wanna go, please let us know so we can help you,
I let them
RSVP.
know, but I didn't know what the rest, the menu was.
Okay, yeah, you have to like log in to see it,
Oh,
so,
okay.
So that's open to everybody? I assumed because it was called the mayor's luncheon.
No, it's
That it
open
was
to
a-
No, we let
Commissioners,
everybody.
Spouses.
We have our little
spouses.
table with your
And
wife.
Yeah.
spouses.
Yeah, and then the department heads try
And
to
your
go
spouse,
to.
you pay extra.
We
for
try to all
your
sit
spouse.
together, of course, at each thing.
Yeah, we
each
did.
thing.
We always go.
Awesome.
And
All right.
usually the food option is a chicken, a fish, or a beef.
So are we,
usually.
are you guys gonna book for everybody, or are we gonna book on our own?
It's up to you. If you want us to do it for you, just let us know.
I love it when you do it.
That's fine. So then all we'll need is if your spouse is going, and then we'll check with you about the menu options.
Okay.
But
I'll let
usually
you know
Is
it's,
it still at Salt Rock?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Can't beat that
So,
place.
yeah, usually
It's
it's beef, chicken, or
12-12?
fish. 12 at
Isn't
11:30.
that the day of our?
Boat parade.
It is.
Okay.
That's the way it has been
Yeah.
falling. So you get
It always
lunch at
falls.
Salt Rock and then the boat
You get a
parade.
great lunch, then you get to go to the boat parade.
How much better does
Yeah,
life
What
get?
it's
a
a
deal.
very,
Yeah.
very festive
And-
day.
Directors are also invited.
Yes, directors are invited, yeah.
Okay.
So we try to go as often as we can. So those were my kind of main things.
Okay.
Also wanted to get your feedback on the trunk or treat. We heard great things about it.
It was
It was
very,
great.
I was shocked. I've
great.
never been to one before, and I was absolutely shocked at the turnout.
Is it
I-
fun?
Yeah, it was
Good.
fantastic.
Good.
The kids that just came up
They had
and
a
were
ball.
hugging people
Yeah.
and were just thoroughly enjoyed it.
Great.
It was wonderful.
So I know we did that sort of to
Parents
mark
and
the
everybody,
opening of
they
the
Yeah,
loved
they
park,
loved
but
it.
such a great time.
We
Yeah.
could
The
keep
one little
doing it.
kid, the father was saying, get the Snickers and the Milky Way. And I said to the kid, you hide your candy when you get home. Your father is gonna eat your candy. But they were adorable. The kids were cute, everybody had costumes. It was a beautiful day.
yeah.
We should bring chairs
Yeah,
next
we should
time.
bring
Okay.
chairs.
So, but other than that, I mean, it was really
Oh,
good.
my goodness.
Fire trucks were there, the kids
The
loved
mayor
that.
outdid us. He brought his chairs. Here it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Well, he's
And
a
they
pro.
did
He
chairs.
does trunk or
Regular
treats
trunk or
like every,
treat.
yeah.
I do
he's
it
a-
all the time.
Yeah.
He did
I-
chair, his
He's done it
chair.
before.
It was fun.
I certainly would offer that we should do it again if that's not already on our
Right.
agenda.
That
And
was sort of
Public
my
Works set
question
everything
here.
up too.
Yeah, yeah,
They
make it
did a
a-
great job.
Right now, I think we should make it just a annual thing.
Yeah, I think so
Let's
too.
do it.
It was
It was
fun.
I don't know what it costs the city to do it.
I mean, not a ton. A lot of. I mean, I want to say under $1,000.
Okay, that's,
Yeah.
And a lot of it we can reuse because some of that was trunk decor, things that we have not had before because we've not
what,
done a
$1,000
holiday
worth of
event.
candy?
I mean, it's pretty close. The bulk of it's the candy, honestly.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
it
I
was
mean,
a
I
lot
think
of
it was
candy.
nice. So if you guys are on board with it, we could
Yeah.
do it
I
again.
thought it was great,
So
yeah.
Okay,
okay.
great.
Any other?
So, yeah, let's talk about the lobbyist.
Okay.
What do we got?
So we're working through the process. We've drafted the form, so they're kind of giving me some feedback on our application materials. And then we have some meetings coming up with local legislators to sort of make sure that we have their support, because that'll be helpful.
Okay.
I've also reached out to and had meetings with several organizations about getting letters of support for the program. We have several so far, which is great. HCA is issuing us a letter of support, which is fantastic. The League of Women Voters, Forward Pinellas, Suncoast League of Cities, and we're getting people that are saying please support this project, which is great.
Okay.
So it's moving.
Good, good,
It's
good.
moving.
And, computer upgrade project. Are we, are they already here? We're just waiting to.
They're here. They're being put
I
out
saw all the boxes back
slowly.
there.
Yeah, because it's taking. It's not a quick process to go and swap everybody's, so it's kind of
It's not.
going little by little. So you'll all get new.
Well, Gail knows how to do that, you can help.
I could help.
Yeah, Gail's
Alex
gonna
said he
volunteer.
wanted me to help him,
I'm sure
Gail's-
he did.
Gail's texting.
but he has to show me how to do
Keep
it.
that lady out of my office.
Yeah.
Get her out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And, let's not, everybody forget your, employee evaluations.
yes, please do those. Please,
Yeah. So, you get them done.
please. Yep.
We just have one, right? Each one of
Yes,
them?
you just do the directors, and then the directors have to do their staff.
And they got all the work?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, Forward Pinellas is planning to come to our December workshop, just to let you all know they want to talk to you again about the redevelopment project that we have them working on Pasadena Avenue. We started this last year before the storms, where we were looking at our sort of the regulatory environment on Pasadena Avenue to see if we could make some changes that would help encourage development, changing parking restrictions, moving heights, things like that, to try to bring in business. We paused that because of the storms, and so we're kind of kicking that back off again. So we're planning to have them come and do another like introductory presentation to you all in December.
Well, they were also looking at, Gulfport, Boulevard there in front of Wendy's, and didn't we have the drawing from that? They drew and showed, going along there, there'd be shops there?
In front of Wendy's?
No, in front of.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you just said Wendy's. Oh,
No.
And the out parcels.
Yeah, the out.
yes.
parcels,
So
yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
we're looking really at the entire commercial
Yeah.
district,
Okay.
which is primary. So it's Pasadena Avenue and then Gulfport as well.
Right,
So
yeah.
just the whole commercial corridor.
Yeah.
Gulfport
Questions?
Boulevard would be more like a Main Street type of situation, sort of the
That's what
old.
we'd be trying for, yeah. And obviously we can't make that happen,
No.
but we can create an environment with rules and regulations that encourage it. So
Yes.
and then we just have to hope that the developers are interested in what they'd be able to do.
This is a question for Terry. How many empty businesses do we have on Pasadena Avenue? I could probably count them,
Well,
but
per her report, there are 40 that haven't paid their taxes.
Yeah,
I saw
that's-
that.
That doesn't include the ones that we knew went out of business.
right.
I don't have a specific number off the top of my head, but we lost, so Wendy's and Dunkin' Donuts, we know, right? The executive building.
Held a lot.
Is that empty?
1135 is completely empty.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that.
And then we lost one of the nursing homes. I mean, we've lost quite a bit.
One of the nursing homes.
And 1820 Shore Drive.
Oh, right. Yeah.
What was that
And
one
then
next to-
the doctor's office or whatever that was on the corner of Shore Drive.
The urgent
That
care.
was,
Urgent care.
and
that's
then
been
what
out
was
for
that
a
one
while.
across from where Ted Peters is? What was in there that there's?
That's the executive building, you mean?
No, it was right where they used to park the kayaks and stuff. There's that building.
The
That's
Bryce
out
Law
too.
Firm
Yeah.
as well, and a
The old
fitness
sheriff's office.
place in
Yeah.
there.
Jay's Fabrics.
That was gone.
Yeah.
But I
before
mean,
the storm.
there's nothing planned there right now, is there?
We have done the site plan review for,
Oh, yeah.
so
Okay.
we're waiting for additional information to come back.
Oh,
Um,
just seems
So-
like a lot.
And that building that's right across from that new bank that went in, they changed the name on the corner on Park Street. Right, it's catty corner from there. It's up for sale, that building there.
Oh, where the blinds,
blinds.
Yeah,
blinds,
yeah.
and the house behind it.
Yeah, right, yeah.
There's one parcel.
Just a lot.
Yeah,
Is it one parcel?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Is that zone commercial? I guess because of the one in
All
front
of it is-
had the blind business in it? Okay.
it's a split zoning.
Oh, it is split? Okay.
Is the house on commercial too, or not really?
No, but it's one parcel, but it goes back.
Yeah, it goes back. Just curious,
I could probably get you that number. I have not pulled that number.
So
But-
Wells
but I
Fargo-
mean, it is
Wells Fargo, you
important
had the Wells
to
Fargo
get
got a
these people
permit.
back
You
in
had it
and
your
talk to
report.
us.
They got
To
it.
try to do what we
They applied for
can
permit.
to make
But
it
what about
desirable.
But what can we do to encourage?
We have not
business?
received a permit application for them yet.
I'm wondering if they're gonna close it because they got that one.
They like their trailer, I think.
Yeah, they seem to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't allow.
They
them
can't
to
stay
stay
that
for much
way.
longer. I haven't pulled the trigger on telling them
Right.
to go away.
It's
from the
coming.
Trailer yet,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
been a year. But at some point, it's no longer temporary, so we need to work on that. Kristen's help.
So,
So,
so I see you spoke with Wanamaker Jensen,
Mhm.
and good, we don't know anything yet?
They are working on estimates for a specific project with the needs that we communicated to them. So they had given us sort of ballpark estimates back in May of what a similar-ish building would cost. So those are the numbers that we kind of have. We've since sat down with them and talked through, what we need from the building, what we don't need, what works, what doesn't work. And so they're working on more specific cost estimates for a building. So,
Right now, they've kind of got an idea, because I know we were talking about trying to make the footprint bigger with the underground parking, so that we would have more room, and we could have the extra floor, and still have, people can just pull in and park underground, still have
And
some
that's-
landscaping around.
Yeah, we're going back and forth with them a little bit. It sounds like what is most likely gonna be cheaper is, now elevated, but a one-story building, so a bigger footprint. But previously, we've had our event space on a different floor than our,
Oh, put it all on one.
like, workspace. So their initial thought was it would be cheaper to do it all on one space, so a bigger footprint of a building with the event hall and all of the offices and whatnot, all in the same space.
Oh, well, that'd be great. Yeah.
So we're trying to see if we can find a layout that will work with that in mind, because that would be cheaper than another floor. Another floor might be more desirable if that's what we wanna do, because if you had the event space on the third floor, you have a third floor water view.
Wouldn't have what we had downstairs.
So it's,
Yeah, no, if it would work, I mean, with just the one floor, I don't see why not, yeah, with what we have
Except
going.
the view.
it's just, it's
If you put
complicated
the-
because it would have, it's not gonna be as long of a water view.
If you put an event space on the top
Would
floor.
it just be
does that
glass all the
become-
way around?
We, we told them we wanted as much water view as we could
Get,
get.
yeah, I got you, okay,
So,
yeah, that was the only thing missing for this building.
yeah.
So I heard you say something months ago that I think it was St. Pete's Beach, their event hall, does very well. If we were to put one on the third floor, would it become a profit center? Do
I
we
would
think?
think so. So these
Okay.
are some of the questions we're trying to
Yeah.
ask them of if
We
it's
we
gonna be
rented
more
ours out before,
expensive.
in fact, the Cronin West used to rent it all the time, didn't they?
And that was when it was not a water view and not
Right.
real pretty,
Yeah,
so.
I'm thinking weddings, everything up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
if
it
you were
may
up on the
come
third
down
floor.
to, do you all want to put in the extra toward the project for it to be a more expensive project?
I guess we
with
need to know
another
what the money
floor?
would be.
yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
understand
it's-
what could happen.
Right now, we got the money anyway, so.
Because in Clearwater, they did
Hopefully
that,
we get
if you go to
something from the
Causeway, that building they have
legislature.
there, and upstairs, I had my son's wedding in there.
Mhm.
It's beautiful, awesome,
Mhm.
you know?
So that's, we're sort of weighing these, their initial response to us was the most cost effective, which was everything on one floor. The problem with that is the layout of the building was basically you either put the event space toward the front and that has a great view,
Or the offices.
or the offices
Right.
and commission chambers. And so then you almost have to pick, or everything gets a tiny view, and it's like, we don't
Yeah.
want that, so it's not been easy so far. We're
Okay.
working on it. But we're
Oh,
working
yeah,
on
there'll be
it.
concept views, I'm sure, and
Mhm.
things like that we'll get to
Mhm.
kind of look at, tweak.
So,
All right, and I guess everybody knows we've got these events coming up on the 21st of this month and the 12th of December. We're all gonna try to be there best we can. And then I see that with PSA removal of certain bus stops, we've had some extra benches and they've been relocated.
yes, we moved some benches from over around Oleander and then the intersection of Oleander and Gulfport because they were intended to be near bus stops. Well, those bus stops have now moved, and so they were just sort of random benches.
Yeah.
So we had them relocated out to Fred Held so that there's more benches along the waterfront. And we're gonna update our materials to add those to the map.
And
For
were
our
any of those
benches.
benches, had anybody purchased those benches?
They were not previously sponsored, no.
So they're available for sponsorship.
Mhm.
Are they in already?
I'm sorry?
They're in already?
They're in already, the materials have not been updated.
Okay.
Because we have to remake the maps of where all of
Well, yeah,
the
right.
benches
But
are.
otherwise-
So we're in that process of redoing all of the mapping materials, so.
Okay.
I would like to have one if possible.
Just don't let her submit
There you
anything
go.
mean on her little
Yours is gonna
sign.
have to be.
It has to be content neutral.
Yours is gonna have to be moved.
That's
Okay,
my
so I will
idea.
know,
Yeah, but when
Okay,
we do the
I like the middle.
Oh,
The middle
when
one?
we do the
Yeah.
building, mine, no, we're just gonna keep that one area. So, no, just kidding.
no, just leave yours right there.
That's why I'm across the street.
That and the
Is
dolphin.
that why you're across
I'm
the
in the
street?
green bench area.
Yeah, I know why you're over there.
Okay.
I got the picture.
He's gonna have his benches on the top if we do it, because it'll have a good view up there, and put his bench up.
The rooftop deck
There you go. Put on a balcony.
with the grill.
The ground, that's right.
Okay, well, really, that's all I've got. Anybody else have anything for Carly on her report? Is that, okay? All right, well, I guess we have gone through everybody, unless there's more from anyone? No? Okay. All right, well, we are going to adjourn. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.